Adapted from the best-selling crime novels by Peter James, Grace Season 3 will be no different as it takes its cue from the books. Season 3 will see John Simm reprising his role as the titular detective Roy Grace, who remains haunted by the disappearance of his wife. Also returning to the ITV drama will be Richie Campbell as Glenn Branson, Zoe Tapper as Cleo Morey, Craig Parkinson as Norman Potting and Laura Elphinstone as Bella Moy. This year, there were several writers who took on the scripts, including Ben Court, Caroline Ip and Ed Whitmore, after Grace's main writer Russell Lewis stepped away for Season 3. Season 3 will see fans getting some more answers about Grace's wife Sandy, who disappeared many years ago. Meanwhile, Grace is trying to move on with a romance with pathologist Cleo, but will still be plagued by the specter of Sandy. Moreover, both Grace and Branson will be having problems in their personal lives, which sees them bond. How many episodes are in Grace Season 3? There is a total of 3 episodes with a runtime of 2 hours, airing weekly on ITV1 and ITVX on Sundays at 8 p.m. Here is a list of episode titles, summaries and air dates. Episode 1. Dead Like You, March 19. Assistant Chief Constable Alison Vospers, played by Reiki Iola, leaving due is marred by a shocking event with Grace and Branson left in the unenviable position of interviewing top police officials alongside hotel guests about the incident. Grace is left deeply unsettled by the event, which has the hallmarks of a sinister offender, the Brighton Prowler, whom the detective is convinced has resurfaced. Episode 2. Dead Man's Grip, March 26. What starts off as a standard road collision involving 3 vehicles soon becomes something quite different after a surprising discovery on the victim's body at the scene of the accident. Grace and Branson must race through the streets of Brighton if they are to save an innocent life before disaster strikes again. Episode 3. Not Dead Yet, April 2. The final film in Season 3 follows a singer, whose stardom is on the rise with the prospect of her and her band heading to LA. But all of this scuppered by a shocking incident with the musician left fearing for her life and the threat of violence against her. Grace questions whether one of the star's fan base could be the perpetrator as he's forced to split his team to pursue 2 lines of inquiry. Speaking about the setting for the Grace novels, author James said, "I grew up in Brighton and its crime background is second to none. It's got what every villain wants, a major seaport on both sides, so great for escaping. Gatwick Airport is 25 minutes up the road. A fast train to London, 50 minutes. The largest number of antique shops and second-hand jewelry shops that are perfect for fencing stuff. It's a huge party town with 2 universities, very diverse. There is a massive recreational drugs market. It has got everything to attract villains and is a lovely place to live, to boot." He went on to address the parallels between the episodes in Season 3 and British policing in 2023. "Don't miss. David Schwimmer didn't want to talk to anybody on Bake Off, Insight." Piers Morgan compares Oscars stars to strippers in Fresh Rant. Latest, Jennifer Aniston swears during awkward This Morning interview, video. James said, "When I was writing and researching Dead Like You, Sussex and all other police forces in the UK were institutionally sexist. If a woman was raped, she would go into a police station and the sergeant would take one look at her and say, 'Well, you went out wearing that mini skirt, what did you expect?' Sussex police were pioneers. They were the first police force in England to have a dedicated rape suite. It's called a SARC. It was adjunct to Crawley Hospital. a female rape victim would be treated entirely by women. From the moment she reported the rape, she would be put in a sterile corridor, taken straight to the SARC, where she would then be forensically examined, and with huge sympathy. Adding, the amount of clear-up for rape 30 years ago was appallingly low. Sussex police made a dramatic difference. Graced Season 3 starts on Sunday, March 19 at 8 p.m.